feel like a rock star right now, just sitting here, camera flashing, people in front of me, microphone. I'm like, yeah, I've arrived. So I suppose how I got involved with Irish whiskey, it kind of just really goes back a few years. I was involved in an importers-exporters company representing Irish products. So I just it was a big eye-opener to see how people like really loved Irish products and the demand was there for them globally, particularly here in the US. So that really opened my eyes really. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love Irish products myself. I am always on Irish foods in New York ordering products. I just can't get enough of it, it's terrible. But it really stems back to, your childhood and stuff, in particular to Irish whiskey. I mean, there wasn't a house in Ireland that didn't have an Irish whiskey bottle in the house, it was just part of the culture. Not to say that everybody was drinking it every day, but it was, it was something that they did at night, it's nice and cold, and just a nice occasion, just get a nice whiskey out and just really enjoy it. So it's always been something that I've grown up with. Kind of touched on it a little bit today. Has anyone ever had an Irish Christmas cake? No? It is good stuff. If you looked at it, you're not going to like it. It's really strange looking. You kind of make it 2 months before Christmas because you have to let it set. And that's just because there's so much alcohol in it. So like Irish mothers, like they dump pretty much their shelf into it. It's what's left behind, all the half-open bottles, it goes into the pudding, and it's just lots of sultanas, lots of raisins. But the one thing my mom always put into it was Irish whiskey. That was like her focus. So it's just always been in my mind. And then, I had this great opportunity. I saw, Kilbeggan, it's such a great distillery. It's one of the oldest distilleries in Ireland. They took to 1757. And, when they revived their distillery, they were doing amazing things. And there was such a demand for Irish whiskey in the States. I'd always wanted to come to the States, never had an opportunity. And here it was, Kilbeggan Distillery were bringing Irish people over to the States to represent their brands. And, I mean, it makes sense, an Irish person sell Irish whiskey. I'm based in Indiana, and it kind of works there because I'm probably one of maybe 4 other Irish people there, so I stand out like a mile. The minute I open my mouth, they're like, oh, say that again. A lot of my whiskey events, people just come over to me and they're like, I hear you're Irish. And I'm like, yeah, how are you? Nice to meet you. You want to try some whiskey? They're like, no. Can you say like 33? And then can you say like 333? And I'm like, do you actually want to try any whiskey? It's just a fun time. I love representing the brands and really, what the main thing I do is, events like this, training and education is very, very important. But at the core of my role, it's really all about representing my Irish heritage here in the States, representing the heritage of Kilbeggan, representing the family in Kilbeggan as well. We have such a great family in Kilbeggan that make all of our brands. It's a small little community, representing the community of Kilbeggan as well. I mean, Kilbeggan is actually a little town where the distillery is located, and they've done absolutely amazing things for the distillery. They put their own money in, they raised their own money and repaired it, and they put a whole new roof in. So it's just it's an honor, absolute honor to really represent just a small boutique distillery that's growing and growing. And pretty much that's why I'm here today, to tell you guys about Kilbeggan and the distillery and get you guys on board with drinking Kilbeggan. So that's pretty much it.
All right.